What's up, Mavletic lovers and listeners, and welcome back to a new episode of Maverick Postgame. We hope some of you got to see some of our athletics this past week. If not, don't worry, because today we've got another full show for you as football smashes Eastern New Mexico University in home opener.
And men's soccer has a successful opening weekend.
Also, women's soccer shuts out the competition with back-to-back wins.
And volleyball begins their new coaching era with hope as they open their season 3-1.
All of that and so much more as we move ahead into this recap-packed episode of Maverick Postgame. So with that being said, I'm your host, Jordan Browning.
And I'm Joseph Darris.
Let's dive into all the game-breaking stats, off-the-wall wins, heartbreaking losses, and in-depth analysis of our CMU athletics.
Roll it! Welcome back, everyone. Once again, I'm Joseph Darris.
And I'm Jordan Browning. Let's jump right in and take a look at all the Mavtastic action that took place over the past week here at CMU. The Colorado Mesa University Mavericks football team held their home opener this past Saturday at Starker Stadium here in Grand Junction. This was their second game of the season and first at home. The Mavericks went into Saturday 0-1 on the season, losing to Central Washington University last week in a rough 41-14. However, all the Mavericks needed this weekend was a little momentum and the spirit of the home crowd to tackle through the Eastern New Mexico University defense. The Greyhounds hit the board first with a touchdown from a 14-yard pass in the first quarter. This would be the first and last points the Greyhounds would put up here in Grand Junction because the Mavericks fought back with power as senior running back Aiden Taylor ran away with the game and also 30 yards to put the Mavericks on the board for the first time at home for the 2025-2026 season. Going into the second half of the game, the two teams were tied, but not for long as redshirt senior running back Miles Newble secured a 23-yard pass from redshirt junior quarterback Lou Amave in the back of the end zone, making the score 14-7. This was the Mavericks' game now as Aiden Taylor made another yard-gaining run 3 minutes later to put the score at 21-7. The last score of the game came in the fourth quarter when redshirt sophomore wide receiver Noah Greer took off with the ball from the opponent's 47-yard line for a 53-yard touchdown, leaving them at game with the Mavericks succeeding 28-7. As a team, the Mavericks rose above the Greyhounds in all fields. In the air, CMU had 137 passing yards compared to Eastern New Mexico University's lower 75. On the ground, the Mavs ran away with rushing yards thanks to running back Aiden Taylor having 113 of their 242. The Mavericks would play again at home for the Parents' Weekend game on September 20th at 2 p.m. versus CSU Pueblo.
The Colorado Mesa University men's soccer team held their season opener Friday night against number 10 ranked Midwestern State University. The game kicked off the weekend with Colorado Mesa men's soccer showcase tournament. The Midwestern State University Mustangs held an early lead with a goal just 6 minutes and 31 seconds into the game. This goal was uncontested until the second half when senior midfielder Kensho Negi made a cross pass on the offensive side, leading to the ball ricocheting off another Mav and into the cleat of a Mustang player who tapped it into his own goal, putting the score at 1-1. The game ended in a draw after no scores made in the remaining 33 minutes. Coming off the draw, the Mavs then moved into their second game of the weekend versus University of Texas Dallas on Sunday. It was a slow start to Sunday's game as both the Mavericks and Comets finished the half scoreless. Both teams put up good offensive tries in the first half, with the Comets leading the Mavericks in shots at 13-6. But the Comets burnt out in the second half, with the Mavericks delivering 5 unanswered goals in the final 15 minutes of the game. The silence-breaking first goal came from redshirt junior midfielder Pedro Marias, when he, unassisted, shot the ball into the back of the net to give the Mavericks their first lead of the season. The goal was a spark the Mavericks needed to catch fire and blaze through the remainder of the game, with the second goal coming only 1 minute and 57 seconds after the first. It was freshman midfielder Camden Koyman's first of the afternoon, as well as his first as a Maverick. His first goal would soon be followed by his second only 10 minutes later. The other goals credited in the match would go to sophomore forward Nathan Hernandez and junior midfielder Dylan Hobson. The game came to a close in a 5-0 shutout from redshirt sophomore goalkeeper Nathan Beck. As a team, the Mavericks scored above the Comets in shots on goal, doubling their 5 to end with 10 total shots on goal for the 90-minute match. Contrary to the score, however, the Mesa Mavericks and Dallas Comets were more similar than some might think, tying in total shots and total saves. Both teams brought strong defensive devices and offensive plays, but in the end, it was the Mavs who ran away with the game.
Continuing on the success of the Mavericks opening weekend was the women's soccer team, who also played 2 matches. The first game of their season was Thursday night at Community Hospital Field. This game was not only the first home game for the women's soccer team, but also the first for all Mesa athletics, kicking off the 2025-2026 home season. With this coveted first game title, 3 Mavs rose to the occasion to get the job done in a 4-0 win. First, senior forward Kylie Wells wasted no time putting the Mavericks on the board with her first goal at 9 minutes and 9 seconds. It was only 18 minutes later when she did it again, drilling the ball into the back of the net after a successful touch pass assist from Peyton Bundy. This left the score to 2-0 to end the first half. The Mavs once again wasted no time as the second half started, putting up another goal just over a minute in, this time from junior defense Sarah Dunn. Not long after Dunn's first goal of the season followed her second in the 60th minute of the night. Dunn launched the ball at the goal, getting past St. Edward's goalkeeper and into the back of the netting. That's when the third star of the night shined bright, conquering longtime CMU record-holding goalkeeper Lindsay Blows in most career shutouts at 20. Junior goalkeeper Keely Wazurek scored her 21st shutout with Thursday night's win against the Hilltoppers, making her the all-time program record holder. But Wazurek was not done yet, as she decided to beat her own record on Saturday morning against St. Mary's University in another 4-0 shutout, bringing her career shutout total to 22. We will keep watching this number go up as the season continues on past this opening weekend.
The Colorado Mesa University volleyball season started a new era this past week as new head coach Austin Albers and the Mavs took on their Texas opponents. Going into the weekend, the Mavs were ranked 23rd nationally for all of D2 volleyball, and the Mavericks rose to this ranking, taking their 4 matches at 3-1. On Friday, September 5th, CMU played 2 games, the first against the University of Arkansas Monticello and the second against Southern Nazarene University. The Mavericks shut out the competition, going 3-0 on both matches. On Saturday, September 6th, the Lady Mavs played University of Texas Permian Basin first, shutting them out again in 3-0. Then later that day, CMU fought hard against Angelo State University, but unfortunately lost in the last set 3-2. Some milestones were acquired this weekend in Texas, with senior libero Allison Waller reaching an outstanding 1,000 career digs. This achievement has only been reached by 9 of the Mavericks in the present era. Congratulations, Allison, for your achievement.
Now that we have recapped some of the games, it's time to announce our Maverick of the Week. Our Maverick of the Week goes to Keely Wazurek. Junior goalkeeper Keely Wazurek was named RMAC Week 1 Goalkeeper of the Week. This comes after Wazurek's outstanding accomplishment of 22 career shutouts at only a junior level. Once again, this beats the over 20-year-old previous record set by class of 2003 goalkeeper Lindsay Blows. Wazurek was not new to this title of Goalkeeper of the Week, having this be her 7th earned title. Talent like Wazurek's is monumental for the women's soccer team here at Mesa, and we cannot wait to see where talent like hers takes this program next. Congratulations, Keely, for your outstanding performance. You are our Maverick of the Week. Now it is time for some closing statements. My closing thoughts are on how successful of a home opening weekend we had here at Mesa. Not one of our collegiate sports teams lost at home this weekend. That includes multiple athletic programs and multiple games. Our Mesa Mavericks have shown up not only to play, but to win this season, and you can catch all the recapped action here on Maverick Postgame.
My closing thoughts are on the milestones our female athletes hit this weekend. From Keely Wazurek breaking and then resetting the all-time shutout record in women's soccer, to Allison Waller joining the elite group of Mavericks with over 1,000 career digs in volleyball. It's clear that history is being made early this season. These kinds of accomplishments not only set the tone for their teams, but also leave a long-lasting legacy here at CMU.
Now that we have wrapped up all the action from this past week and given our closing thoughts, it is time to close the show. Thank you everyone for joining us this week on Maverick Postgame. I've been your host, Jordan Browning.
And I've been Joseph Darris.
Be sure to check out our YouTube, Colorado Mesa TV, for more games and updates. We'll see you next time for an all-new recap-packed episode of Maverick Postgame. Stay safe, Mavs, study hard, go to a game or two, and of course, have yourselves a Mesa amazing day.